We'll see how everybody's doing today. Great talk, everybody.
Yep. Oh yeah, no, I've lost my camera. I can't see anyone.
Oh no.
This is going really well. What have I done with it? I cannot find the tab. There it is.
Just this utter panic, like
I've become everybody's elderly aunt.
How do I get on the Facebook?
Hold on. Do that.
I think you're muted.
Hold on.
So you're muted. You need to click.
Oh my god, like a hipster Kylo Ren.
You have to be like lower, way at tip of the nose.
Yeah.
Huh?
Oh yeah.
Real talk there, Jack. You went like full hipster Kylo Ren.
There you go.
Like
That's the look.
Yeah.
And is that
is that what?
full hipster Kylo Ren? Do I take that as a compliment or never speak to you again? It's.
I mean, like, I feel bad for the guy because he will, like, he's a great actor. Yeah, the actual actor, cannot remember his name for the life of me. Sorry.
Adam Driver.
Yeah, great actor, fantastic actor. They basically gave him the Kirito of the Star Wars universe treatment, and yeah, sorry. I feel bad.
You start talking about Star Wars and my eyes glaze over. Just not.
Play Star Wars game next.
I'm kind of with you on that. I have seen one Star Wars film all the way through from beginning to end without a break that I enjoyed enough to actually watch through.
Which one was it?
Oh no, I totally get it.
Rogue One.
Yeah.
All the others, I was like, I took a break. I forgot I was watching it. I thought, I don't know what it is. It's just never got me. Sorry to everyone out there who now hates me. I'll see myself out.
It's okay. It's owned by Disney. You can trash it all you want.
Oh yeah. True.
Yeah.
I don't want that phone call. You screwed up. Now we're coming after you.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, you mentioned something we own.
Hold the arms down, boys.
Well, gosh, Mickey, you only got 2 knees this time.
Where's my yucking money?
Well, this has been successful.
If he disappears one day, he's just completely gone. We'll know what happened.
And that's getting clipped.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a short. Thank you for that.
I'll do the goofy thing. I'll hook and do it again. It's just way too natural for me. I'm sorry. Oh God, no! I did. So for we had a Rogue Trader. You know the Rogue Trader video game that Owlcat made. Yeah. People are going to be mad about the controversial use of AI, but I made an AI create Commissar Goofy.
I vaguely remember you sending me some of that horror.
Proceeded to play the entire game in character, voicing every line. It was classic.
Gavin,
the wife was not prepared.
Gavin is not amused by us today.
I'm way too tired. I had a shit day at work, and I gotta go back and have another shit day. Okay.
He's on bedpan duty.
And wish
Literally
for that.
Oh, okay.
Doing stupid things. Day shifts not fixing things. Pain in the ass.
I mean, not to there's just something about vitals not working. Isn't that why they're there? I was under the impression.
Yeah, but I want them
If
fixed.
the staff just complain about it, that's
Doctor,
part
you
of the
want me to
problem.
kill people. Don't you know that's not how it works? You got to keep them sick. Keep them coming back.
That's business.
The problem is their vitals became newly not correct.
Newly.
Yeah, you can come in and have issues, but by the time I see you, unless I just admitted you, I expect them to be fixed and not changing new, not getting worse.
I expect them to just stop what they're doing when I come into the room.
Don't give me new symptoms.
And on that note, let's go ahead and roll that footage.
Only recently hatched, he's still rather large, about 17 feet long from snout to tail.
I'll be handling a lot of the diplomatic affairs.
There's nothing worth fighting the Mokir over for anyways. Nothing of physical value, at least.
I'm really hoping there's going to be some money here, because if not, there's only going to be 3.
But we're going to cut this out because this is where the intro is going to go blah, 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 blah. Overly excited dragon, do your thing.
Yes, it is me. I am Ashar. I am excited, overly so. So yeah, last time we had a bit of a conversation with some psychic thing on the other side of a doorway of the rift. We let it in. Didn't seem like a big deal. And then it left without any further word, really. So we may see something of it later. I don't know. We'll see. But then while we were waiting for Vance to get better because he was still all banged up, we learned a little more about Yax'silith. So I guess he's part of one of 3 clans in the area, but he lost one clan and then the other 2 disappeared somewhere. He doesn't know where they went. I didn't know there were more of him. And that's exciting. I kind of want to see more. If they're anything like him, I'm sure we'll all be friends. What else? Stuff. I gotta check my journal here. So when Vance got better, we decided, well, we don't need to be here in the city anymore, so we went back so we can go get paid. But then I guess there was some kind of almost fight brewing in the middle of the town. That's not good, because if they all die, then we don't get paid, and we need to get, that's important to get paid. So I did a cool thing and swooped in and made them all stop, and now we're gonna have some words.
I need 2 minutes. Sorry, it is an emergency.
Go.
I'm out, Peters. We need to wait.
Nah. And thank you for the map you sent.
I thought I sent you that already. I guess I didn't.
No, you had not.
Oh, well, there you go. That's what I meant by my ramblings.
And which one are you?
He's desert, so coincidentally, right where we are,
I mean, the
which would make sense. But
desert and western, they kind of intermix a little bit.
yeah, a little bit. I don't know. That was just some map I found on Google when I was looking up pictures of snakes, and like, oh wow, that's like the only part of the U.S. that still exists in this system. Go with that.
And which one died off? Yours?
Yeah.
I figured that'd be more dramatic.
The desert.
The desert is dead.
Yeah, because I mean, that range is basically all the coalition state.
Western is coalition.
Yeah.
Desert,
I don't know the full map. I haven't seen it. I only get to see the zoomed in section of.
where you guys are.
Yeah.
Gavin's on the map, everybody. Everybody go over to the map. Chase him around.
Huh?
No, I'm just kidding.
I'm not on the map. Where's...
I don't know. This map doesn't look like coalition. It's not blue.
CS El Dorado is blue.
Oh yeah, but that's
That's over there.
Yeah.
What state is that? That's Arkansas, isn't it?
It's the one that it's it's the sock to Louisiana's boot.
Yeah, that doesn't help. Anyways, whatever.
It's
That was the rough what I was going off of, but
oh, you're perfectly
I think
fine.
things go around.
What's this overlapping blue down at the bottom right?
I assume it's just flooded.
That was my first assumption, but I just wanted to be sure.
Let me open up
But again, like the other light blue is like the
Those are the ley lines.
is
Yeah.
this like the ley swamp or like
hold on. I have pull up the map with the key because it has a key for that type of stuff.
Why don't we have a key?
he just doesn't like us.
Because you do things.
What?
I do. I just ask questions. That could have been
Wisdom.
alleviated if I had a key.
I thought I had posted the key.
Maybe. I don't recall.
I don't recall either. I have no recollection of that happening or not happening.
If you did, you might have just sent it to someone specifically.
I believe that is classified region strong with magic and ley lines.
Ah, I see. So you were right, Gavin. So it's just the lake swamps.
Very sorry about that. It was yeah.
I don't need to explain.
But now we lost Jack. There he is.
He's
I had my
gone.
headphones on. Had my headphones on so I could hear. Let's
All
jump
right.
back in.
So,
Jack had the same headphones. The exact
we did.
same.
Yeah, I think we do. Yeah.
Anyway,
Headphone buddies.
that's okay. That's why one of us need to change.
So everybody's somewhat calmed down, thanks to the persuasion with a raise from Vance.
Mm-hmm.
How would everybody like to proceed? You've got raiders on one side of you, Ash. You've got townsfolk on the other side of you. The only person still
Here I
standing.
am, stuck in the middle. Yeah, so.
The only person still standing is Kesh, who is stalling. He hasn't aimed anything at you, but you can kind of see he wants to raise the autocannon. That kind of where his arms raising and lowering slightly, like he's
Like, should I? Shouldn't I?
yeah.
Do I make a threatening move or not? But I will turn my head slightly more towards his side because they seem like the aggressors, and the mayor's paying us. So I'm taking that stance of slightly more protective of the villagers than the raiders.
You would be aware that the villagers are the aggressors, actually. Because the voices were heard crying out for help. They had brought back slaves. So the villagers were the ones moving to try and free the slaves.
I thought they already had slaves. Whatever. But Ashar is not the face.
Fair enough.
Right, and the face is going to speak up in the calm, say, "What exactly transpired so quickly that we went from a relatively stable peace to being ready to shoot each other all at once? Because quite frankly, I've already been shot enough in the past couple of days, and I'm not particularly keen to continue the bloodletting."
the mayor gestures, Mayor Enders gestures out towards the raiders' camp. You hear them screaming. Don't tell me you don't hear them screaming. Like, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of the trade of humans. And I'm, quite frankly, want to put a stop to it. You hear somewhat of a menacing chortle come from Kesh's mouth.
I understand. I can certainly sympathize. No buts about it. My hope, and what I had hoped would come across, is that had we succeeded, perhaps we could prevent this without coming to blows. What I had not anticipated was our delay, which I will go into detail at another time. I'm going to look over it. Now, I have a common knowledge question for the DM.
Okay.
If I want to recall, there was 14 people. This is a post-apocalyptic, people traded left and right. How much money are we actually talking ballpark for these people?
Ballpark, it does depend highly on the buyer. You don't know. You also don't know if any of them are any sort of specialists or the like. Lowball estimate, probably 10 to 20K per head. Lowball.
Okay.
If there's a specialist, obviously that price
Jumps up. Something, it doesn't, specialists do not strike me as something to exist here. So I'm erring to the lowball side. So I'm going to look over at Kesh and say, Kesh, you're willing to throw all this away for what? 200,000 credits? A man who's willing to offer millions, and you're gonna throw away billions over what? A couple 100,000 tops?
You think he's paying us directly? He pays up. We get paid down. We get direct cut from this.
Sounds like a your boss issue, but I will leave that to you. I have something to report that both of you might find interesting. No doubt you both know that we were sent to scout out in the desert for resources. I'm trying to remember player knowledge. Does Kesh know about this thing? This generator?
Kesh?
Or was that part quiet?
He's vaguely aware of what's going on. He may not have, in exact words, essentially. Like, he's aware of what the town needs, essentially.
Okay, so subtly, I'm going to indicate to the mayor, I'm going to say, as you know, we were sent out to scout ahead for something to help this village. We found it. That's the good news. Here's the bad news. We cannot control it easily. If we can, we're going to be the richest city this side of... Sorry, player knowledge is messing up here again.
Coalition Nation.
Yeah, sure, that place. Pick me a nearest New Vegas copy and go with it.
Just the Coalition.
Yeah. We could very potentially be sitting on the crown jewel of a new coalition type city or Pico's Empire, whatever, whoever. But that's the problem, is whoever is going to take over this little jot of rock, shall we say. I'm not going to lie to you, gentlemen. What you do here to disturb the peace could create a whole nother war that nobody survives from. So, let's set things down for now. Let us gather ourselves and try to speak to some civility. Yes, I will admit that getting a direct cut from the slave trade is very lucrative and tempting. I fully understand the desire to get your own cut of things. But if this goes the way that I think it will, Kesh, I think you'll find a much more lucrative opportunity without the slave trade here. And all I ask is you give us a fair chance to structure things amicably.
Kesh kind of sneers at Ash for a second, but does fully lower the autocannon on his arm.
Oh, I'm not getting shot in the next 5 seconds. This is great.
By an autocannon.
Progress.
The autocannon.
That would technically be a downgrade in this case.
Yeah.
I guess.
But my point here being, sure, when there were no resources, when there was no hope here, everyone was looking out for themselves. And I can't, for one, judge people looking out for themselves. It's that kind of world we live in. But we're onto something big. We're not going to be able to do it alone. And there's definitely something more lucrative than slaves to be had here.
If you want this peace, Kesh begins to say, tell the town and the mayor to back the hell off and maybe I'll talk. You're giving
Slaves mean more to you than money?
Right now, you're throwing around pretty little words. Pretty little words don't get you very far. I need hard evidence, hard proof. And even then, you're talking about millions, billions of credits, whatever. Sure. But then, why not extra?
I'm going to, because I've still got the scarring and all of that from the disintegration ray thingy, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'm just gonna, you see this? I'm appealing to his brutal side here. Like, you see this? This happened yesterday. Now I want you to think about what's out there. And the fact, and you know how heavily armed I am, and armored. This thing tore through that armor like it was nothing. And what do you think powered it? What do you think ran it? We've got something big out there that we can make a lot from. And all I'm asking you is to consider a price instead of a person.
As he kind of looks at the injury. Find the exact terminology. That appears to be something in the realm of a NG-P7 particle beam rifle wound. Or, at least something of that nature.
They hurt like a bitch, by the way.
Pretty fancy bit of tech, though.
And that tech's out there, waiting for someone to use it.
Already being used. Have any of you turned on an electronic recently?
The mayor says some of our lights have come back on, others have not. So we do have power. We assumed that we were going to have to lay a bunch of cables. That doesn't seem to be.
Apparently not. Unplug whatever empty capacitor they're from, and it should be powered by ambient old world tech.
You wanted us to turn it on. We turned it on and it shot me in the gut. But, you know,
Well,
tit for tat.
trying to think it before we turned it on.
You know, order of operations doesn't really matter here. What matters is we got the job done. We're a results-oriented team here. You know?
This little sidebar.
So Ash is, I'm gonna turn to the mirror. So yeah, so when do we get paid?
The mayor kind of sighs, rubs his head. So, what Kesh is saying is that we table the slaves for now, otherwise he doesn't want to talk. I can admit this is a bit more important. I'm willing to table it just to get the ball rolling.
Cash. Level with me. How much you plan to make off of this? 14 rats in the desert. Come on. Give me a number.
Now, who said they were just rats in the desert?
I would like to sarcastically look at him like, really?
I thought they were humans.
He crosses his arms, the autocannon kind of moving back so he can do so on its mounted joist.
Sorry.
My crew may have hit a coalition outlying city and taken our all from there.
Mm-hmm.
Desert rats, they are not.
I don't hear a number, Cash. You're a businessman.
We are still vetting them, as it were. Or, well, we were before. And he kind of makes a grand gesture.
Fair. What I'm saying, Cash, if we can make it worth your while to hold off this time, let us get ourselves situated. Let's talk cash now. Cash.
So what? I just let these coalition citizens run back to where they come? That doesn't seem right, now does it?
No, they would have to stay here while we determine a fair price.
I would say releasing them period back to wherever they came from is a mistake. We don't want the coalition coming down around our ears now, do we?
The coalition is already on their way because the radius of that machine that is recharging all of our stuff is recharging one of those fringe cities, towns. It's not going to be long before the coalition comes down here looking for whatever it is. And that is what I'm trying to get at here.
Oh boy, there's gonna be a fight. You actually... This is the first time that Kesh has actually shown, like, real true emotion. You can tell there's excitement. There's a bit of hunger there.
Heck, can you help me get... I'm sorry, not... shit. Sorry. And I'm just sitting there thinking, Leo, can you help me out here? This guy is completely not in my intellect level. Help me appeal to the thrill. And then, like, I'm just going to use, because Leo and I have been together. He knows that this has happened before, where I've run across someone who's kind of got that battle high, and this is really more Leo's territory. So I'm just going to go, come on, Cash. All I'm talking about is a thrill.
And the mention of watching this, and it's sort of with with Leo again, it's when he's got the sedative kind of hit, it does take him a little while to play catch up. So kind of noticing, like watching this going on, and like his brain slowly translating it all, sort of swings the rifle over the shoulder and just sort of begins to swagger towards this. And sorry, just to Josh, what do you want? Where do you want me to go with this? Do you want me to
Back me up with the there's going to be a fight. Get pumped. Don't worry about the slave thing. That's small fries compared to what's going on.
You know how many slaves you can take from the coalition people that are going to come fight us? Come on.
Most of them you'll have an excuse to haul off.
I won't even argue with you. We should kill them all.
And the loot
I'm
that
from
they
Buenos
dropped.
Aires, and I.
Oh,
You
there's
were-
going to be a bingo card of references for this game. I want everyone to know that. Go ahead.
So yeah, it will be that. Don't say that you're nothing like me. You live for those moments, right?
I mean, I haven't obliterated one of their suits of power armors in, a year? Maybe a year and a half now?
You even remember what the burning metal smells like when the flesh sears to it.
Sorry, I've got to say, yes, I do. But I don't remember what
Been
it
a
smells
while.
like when it's cooked inside of a... Sorry, I've got to look it up. There's a specific name that I'm looking for here.
A melt-a-gun?
No. I believe it's called... yes. And then he says, a PA-06A Samus suit. Mm.
Nerds.
Battle nerds.
So,
It,
what do you want? You want to stand by and play? Trade, run by, try and gain a monopoly on something, or do you want the buzz? What it is to feel alive? Maybe for the last time.
Oh, that's bold to think that they have anybody that could take me out. That's all. He actually laughs from this deep, hearty laugh from in his belly, essentially, at the thought of one of them being able to take him out.
Oh, I knew someone like you once. He got overconfident. Got a grenade fitted front and center to his chest plate. One day, someone gets close. Pulls the pin.
Well, thankfully, this suit's rated for explosives. But it does sound like a lot of...
I'm going to level with you. We don't know when they're going to be here. So, you might not like it. I get it. Huh?
I was going to say they're going to be here once I get a certain piece of art finished.
Right. So, my point being, Kesh, we don't know when they're going to be here. We need perimeter security. We need you guys keeping an eyes and ears out everywhere, because we're going to be trying to build things up here so that when they do get here, they don't just steamroll this place. You know. So, I know that in this particular instance, you weren't the aggressor. I respect that. But I'm asking we let this one go.
I don't think my original concern has been addressed, however. What are we to do with them? Just leave them in the cages? That doesn't seem quite right now, does it?
No, we'll have to work that out. But if you're open to it. If you're open to us addressing that concern instead of shooting everyone, I would consider that a lot of progress right now.
I'll go prepare things at the camp. You finish your discussion with the mayor. And then, well, we'll see how it goes from there. And it's at this point that Kesh turns and makes his way back to the camp. And the other raiders, they kind of hesitate looking between him and the town before they follow suit. Anders takes a deep breath and goes, so, back to my base. I don't know what to call it. Town hall? Off in the distance, you see a part of the wall fall.
A part of the
Same part that has always been falling.
The wall's always been falling, Charlie. You just can't see it. So let me get this straight. We're gonna walk and talk. I'm gonna say, so let me get this straight. The one thing I was not aware of when I came crashing this potential bloodbath that y'all were about to engage in, I thought he had taken people from this village. I'm not gonna lie to you, it does make the negotiations a little more difficult knowing that they're from a completely different village. I love the Moxie. I really do. But we do have to figure out what we're gonna do with them, because if it's one thing Kesh has, it's correct. The moment that they get released and they take off, the first thing they're gonna do is go right back where they were, call in for some support. I don't know how long we've got, but I know that if we let those people go, we're gonna have much less time than whatever we have.
Yeah, I was working that out too. You thought he was taking them from here?
That was my initial worry, yeah.
No, sorry if we were unclear. He's essentially using this as a staging ground. They get transferred, his crew goes out, captures them, brings them back, and then ships them out.
Right. That doesn't make what they do any less bad, don't get me wrong. It just changes the dynamic that I have in the negotiations here. We're essentially going to be trying to bid for people that, yeah, I'm just wondering if we could make it worth his time by paying him a little less than he would make by saving him the trouble. I mean, you offered us what? $1 million? Something like that? I feel like this one-off time until we get things established, we might be able to pay him to let them go. But
Vance, even if we do buy them from him, what are we going to do with them? If we release them, it's the same problem.
Right. That's the conundrum we now have ourselves in. I admit, this is one of the first times I've had to deal with this.
Not been out in the desert very long, then.
I meant this particular kind of instance. The whole busting up slave dens thing. I mean, I've done that a couple of times myself. I mean, please, I had Leo with me for one of them. But it's I'm not entirely certain how to handle our current situation, because I would prefer, the Empire to not gain a monopoly here either. Because who controls that facility is going to control pretty much 100, 200 miles of this place. That's a lot. And with the ability to just stay wirelessly charged, I mean, energy weapons would be just free use around here.
What if we moved everybody over there?
I'd considered that. I'd also considered What would happen if people wandered into that facility?
I mean, is it really any different than if they wander out into the desert? They get shot by a robot or eaten by a worm. Or die of heat stroke. I mean, die of radiation poisoning.
I meant more if they wander into the facility and, mess with whatever the power source is. I was kind of out of it for that.
Do you know how hard it was for us to even get into that facility? The doors were locked.
They're open now.
Never underestimate the value of a sufficiently stupid idiot.
Well, that sufficiently stupid idiot will get gunned down by the security drones.
Which will then retaliate and consider everyone nearby hostile if we're not careful.
Well, the old world drones, those ones, they seemed smarter than many I've seen before.
Drones, right?
That's what I called them. I don't know what they are, all right?
Okay, we're still on drones. All right. I thought you were
Monitor?
Monitor, yes. It spoke to us with reason and purpose. It was not following.
Enders kind of shakes his head like, what? Monitor, drones, maybe start
It's
at
a
the beginning.
business story.
In the center of that city you sent us to, there is an old world factory of some sort, some large facility that is full of automated old world tech, powering a generator based on a captured rift.
I'm sorry, what?
Wait, what?
Yes, sorry, Vance, you were unconscious in the med bay being operated on by said drones. Yes, that generator is powered by a rift. At least
hopefully
primary
nothing came
power
through.
is. I thought someone would have mentioned that to you on the ride over. Well, now you know. Hello.
It's okay because there's barriers closing, so nothing can get through except that one thing.
What one thing?
Wait, what?
Vance and the mayor are just like, I'm sorry, what? I look at the mayor and go, you have to understand. I literally had my midsection turned into sauce.
Something came through? Wait.
Things come through rifts all the time.
Not really.
Maybe back in the day, but not nowadays.
Just shrug and things have always come through the rifts. That's what they're there for. The rifts are doors.
He leads you to a circular table and doesn't get your standard tumblers. He gets what would essentially be just a standard drinking glass and begins to dole out a very brown, strong-smelling alcohol from it, filling all of them.
I'm just going to take Ash's... Sorry, he's underage.
Not for you, you're too young.
Oh,
I will down one. I know what I've been drinking in this town. I know what I know what to expect.
This is actually high-quality liquor. This is like...
I'll just shotgun it.
it from the old world in the original bottle.
Yeah, pretty much. Please make a vigor save. Or, well, vigor check.
Oh. I am gonna.
Are you actually gonna Benny this?
Do I Benny it, or do I just?
Or do you just be really drunk?
It's one shot.
It's not a shot.
He's at a glass.
It's a drinking glass.
Oh, right. So I just downed like that much
Yeah.
very fine brandy. Okay.
Yes. You're like, no, I would be toasted. Do you want to bet it?
I'm just having a look. Do I actually have anything that's...
All right, I'll take a shot.
Yeah.
I've got 2 glasses, so I get to fail twice. I'm just
When you say a shot, do you mean an actual shot or?
No, he goes for it. I go for it. We both do it at the same time. Both glasses come down the end at the same time. The end result is going to vary depending on what I roll too. That's what I'm going at here.
All right.
Yeah, there's that.
All right. So
The
big
rube
roll.
has just gone, like, for Leo, the rube has just done a cartwheel. You're
Vance is fine.
I need.
Oh, I've got to... Yeah, let's spend the Benny.
You're like, nope.
I'm not gonna be outdone by
There
the
we go.
paladin.
I'm not going to be undone by the Boy Scout.
I mean, technically, yeah, you did have.
I mean, Vance still got a raise, so he's still a little.
Yeah.
You feel it more than he did, but you're not drunk off of it.
Oh yeah, like I said, the rube just did. The rube did a flip. That's.
So, from what I'm understanding, you were successful. You released an entity from the rift.
That would have been nice for me to know too, walking into this room. Yes.
And Kesh has kidnapped people from the coalition states and currently has them held up at his camp.
A day ending in Y for us, I'm sure.
So, and then it's at this point he takes a massive swig, and I will go ahead and roll for him as well, as he kind of slumps into his seat. Crit fail, everybody. He is.
Let's freaking go.
I will. I'll indicate the my empty glass with the full glass of.
I'm just gonna slide my spare over.
No, like,
Unironically-
split the difference. Just like.
Oh, all right, fine. I don't know why you usually drink something stronger than this.
He sighs. And he pulls out a little tablet. He taps a few things, and then anybody that has access to the group's bank, I'll just phrase it like that, sees the money having been transferred. Whether that be through cybernetic implants or a more, manual process.
And I'm going to take advantage of his current state and say, and how much for diffusing everything out there? So we're having this conversation right now, and you are not a puddle in the road.
Give me a roll.
Bonus.
I'm just gonna.
My great
I'm
persuasion.
gonna assist. I'm gonna say I have to agree. All things considered, this could have gone horrifically, and it's.
Didn't I
we need
look
at
pretty
least
cool out
something
there too?
to leverage. Can I roll to assist?
Yes, you roll what you're doing to assist, and then Leo, it's up to you if you want to use persuasion or intimidate.
I'll use persuasion, but I will definitely take the.
You get a +1.
Yeah.
Almost a
so I'm only on
+2 there.
You know what? I'm not gonna knock it. I've rolled decently today. I'm not gonna risk it. I ain't getting greedy.
+1. Here we go. I'm only on a D4 for this. So
Nice.
Ooh, nice.
I'll take the 4. I'll take the.
Take the 11.
I will take that though.
This is too convenient. The dice are in our favor. Something's going to go horribly wrong.
Oh,
Just calling
absolutely,
it now.
yeah.
At this point, basically
I'm going to get vaporized.
a fifth portion goes in, so the same amount that you got paid for the mission goes in.
I totally forgot how much it is, but I'll take your word for it.
It was 200,000 each, so it's another 200,000, bringing you up to a cool $1 million.
Hey, we might be able to diffuse things a bit more here while we're here. So, Mr. Mayor, I want to get
Please.
your...
Call me Cervantes. We're friends now.
Cervantes.
I will resist the urge to call him Servi. Cervantes, let's talk practical outcomes here. You know, honest take. If this is going to come down into a massive conflict between the Coalition and the Empire, who exactly are we going to try to persuade to not turn us into dust? Because I'm going to be honest, when they find out what this thing is, no expense shall be spared on this battlefield.
I have no wish to deal with the Coalition.
Right. So we're going to have to keep Kesh happy so that the Empire sends their best out here. You see the problem we're now working with. The slavery thing, I think we can deal with. I think. But,
You have a solution for that?
Kesh loves to fight. Let's bring the fight here. Let's make him manager of fights, I guess. I mean, look. I'm going to kind of give him a vague breakdown of what's going on. All that we know is that this thing wirelessly sends power within, what, a 90-mile radius? What was it again?
I believe that's what was said. Does anybody have that written in
something
their
like
notes?
Somewhere.
What was it again? Sorry.
Big radius.
What the radius was for the power plant.
Right. Which
Nice for
that
100
means,
miles. Yeah. Something.
which means you're looking at, you know, close to 1,000 mile area. I'm not doing that math in my head, okay? It's pi r squared, just, you know. Point being, we have a lot of land where any electronics are going to stay charged, pretty much in perpetuity, so long as that facility is in place. Now, the bigger concern is that that facility has a lot of combat droids, drones, machines, things that disintegrate people, is the point I'm getting at here. However, I'm not entirely confident that what they have as a contingent is going to be enough to fend off both the Empire and the Coalition, which is why I wanted to get a feel from you about what side we wanted to err on. If we're going to err towards the Empire, then we need to find a way to shut down the slave trading thing early. I don't know. You know, let's turn this into a... like... I don't know what to do with New Hope. Except, if we're going to include Kesh, there's going to be violence of some level.
Well, that's why one of the things I wanted to do was replace him. That was the security part of it.
I wonder if we could get him in a big enough fight that he doesn't survive it.
It's always a bigger fight.
Well, there's always a bigger fight.
Keep picking on the Coalition's door and you'll get that bigger fight.
He kind of just did, is the thing
Well.
I'm worried about.
Why don't we just kill him?
I'm going to be honest, that was plan B out there.
Really?
Not
Only
to-
plan B? I thought you'd have a couple more ideas. Like, I thought that'd be C or D.
You would think, but I'm going to be honest, I gave up planning things that I say a long time ago. Yeah. You can really only make like 2 plans. Anything past that, and you just... Yeah.
After that, you make it up as you go along.
Yeah, pretty much. Honestly, I was making up Plan A on the fly too. I'm gonna be real with you.
But if we kill Cash, who do we replace him with?
See, now there comes the issue. If we could get the
If you
support
were-
of the Empire to replace him, then we
just
could
get
use the
another
combat
Cash.
bots.
Yeah, didn't the Empire send him?
Yes.
Yes.
If we kill Cash, we make an enemy of the Coalition and the Empire.
Right.
Not if we get
I'm-
Kesh killed. But then
If we get Cash killed, they just send another one.
Or another cache. Now, perhaps I can negotiate terms with the Empire where they keep slavery out of here. But that would be a discussion with the Empire, not with Kesh. Kesh will do what the Empire tells him to do. I don't think there's a higher authority that we knowingly can go to right now, having what we have. Because what's the Empire going to do as soon as they get here? They're not going to care about what's going on here. They want to control that city. Best case scenario, they take control of it, seize it, create a monopoly, and butt us out. Worst case scenario, they become an enemy of those combat drones in there. The combat drones damage the facility, the rift goes off, and none of us exist.
You overestimate the power of the rifts. People have survived them before.
Part of the wall, we just hear it crack and land on the floor, on the ground outside.
Well, what if we got some of the robots to do security? They're pretty strong, right? They put a hole in your stomach.
Thanks for reminding me. I'm still processing that trauma, by the way.
To do
As I
that,
take a sip, just a sip.
To do that, we would have to move operations to that abandoned city, and I am unsure if that's a good idea.
Because somebody might poke their head in the factory and get shot, yes?
Because somebody's going to dig something else up buried in that city, that's going to be a problem. In my opinion, those ruins should be left alone. Obviously, we've already broken that rule.
I didn't know that was a rule. I'm sorry.
It's one of those guideline things I told you about, Ash. You know how, like, I've got the whole code of honor and all. Well, you know, what Yax has is something that we call common sense. I'll give him that. And it's kind of a thought process that keeps people alive.
The machines in that city that we have already turned back on seem reasonable. They could potentially oversee new construction. Honestly, if you wanted to repair that city, all you would probably need to do is ask those drones, and they would help you repair it.
I agree. And we've got a
But-
decent rapport with them.
That would then be pushing...
And
It would be
remember,
taking control of that facility instead of just leaving it be.
we're the only ones who are cleared at the moment.
Cleared, the mayor says.
Don't
Yeah, they
worry.
have a tendency to
Gonna shoot-
disintegrate anyone who's not cleared.
They have security, old world security protocols and tech that can, I guess, bio-identify people? I'm not sure. All
the
I know
problem
is
is-
I specifically requested them get the rest of their security back online and not let the Coalition turn it into a weapon. They had
Yeah.
what? How many bots did they have? Like 100 or so?
Like 60 something ready to go with.
Yeah,
I'm not
they
gonna-
have a
that's a reference.
small.
Standing army, yeah.
Yeah.
They have a small battalion. They have like one battalion, not even. Yeah.
And they had stated that they have 2 class 1s, which you did not fight. And just going by how the class system seems to work, the class 6s were human-sized, class 2 was roughly dragon-sized, a class 1.
It's just it's one of those walking tanks from Command and Conquer, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's essentially a mech, yes.
Yeah.
Those things have boss health bars,
Yes.
not 3 wounds. Look, don't get me wrong. The strength that they've got out there is impressive, but I don't know if we can try to become allies with the machines, get the city fixed, turn it in, try to revitalize the town, as it were. I'm a bit hesitant on that because of the potential for it going way wrong, and I do have to side with Yax on this one. We've kind of poked our head in there a lot, and if things go terribly wrong, the entire area would suffer as a result, because it occurred to me, what can charge can probably overload as well. Just thought I'd point that out there. But they're a neutral faction right now, and they need to be treated as a very powerful but very small neutral faction in this.
As
We
those
go
words...
back out.
Oh,
Sorry.
no, go ahead.
Either way, it sounds like we're going out there to play peacemakers.
Which I contemplated doing, but if I leave y'all for a day, Kesh goes off the rails, so that's why I want to establish a little more stable negotiations here before we consider that.
As those words hang in the air, we're going to call this session here. Thank you all for watching. This is Rollsborne. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. See you next time.